The mystery of Roanoke, America's lost colony. Imagine this, an entire colony, over 100 souls, simply vanishing into thin air. No bodies, no wreckage, no battle, only a single cryptic word carved into a tree: CROATOAN. This is not a myth. This is the chilling, unsolved mystery of Roanoke. In 1587, England sought to expand its reach across the Atlantic, fueled by dreams of empire and riches. Queen Elizabeth, I granted Sir Walter Raleigh a charter to establish a colony in the New World. The first attempt failed. The second would become a legend. A group of approximately 115 men, women and children, settlers, not just soldiers, set sail from England under the leadership of John White, a man of vision and courage. Among them was White's own daughter, Eleanor Dare, pregnant with her first child. Hope filled their hearts as the ships cut through the Atlantic waves toward an uncharted land of endless promise. They arrived on Roanoke Island, off the coast of what is now North Carolina, a lush, green paradise surrounded by shifting sands and dense forests. The settlers quickly set about building homes, fortifying their small outpost against the unknown. On August 18, 1587, Eleanor gave birth to the first English child born in the New World, Virginia Dare, a symbol of new beginnings. A fragile light in an unforgiving wilderness, but paradise soon revealed its thorns. The settlers faced immediate and brutal hardships. Supplies dwindled faster than anticipated. Crops failed. Tensions with the indigenous tribes, once cautiously friendly, turned hostile. John White, desperate to save his people, made the agonizing decision to return to England for help, promising to return swiftly. His departure was heavy with dread, as he left behind not only his colonists, but his daughter and newborn granddaughter. But fate, it seemed, had other plans. Upon reaching England, White found his homeland gripped by crisis. The threat of the Spanish Armada loomed large. Every seaworthy vessel was commandeered for the coming battle against Spain. White's pleas fell on deaf ears. His return voyage to Roanoke was delayed, not by weeks or months, but by nearly 3 years. When he finally secured passage and reached Roanoke in 1590, what he found was beyond comprehension. The settlement was deserted, houses dismantled, fortifications collapsed. There were no graves, no signs of battle, no blood, no bodies, only silence. And a single word, crudely carved into a palisade post: CROATOAN. Another carving was found on a nearby tree, simply CRO. It was a chilling message, left behind by the missing colonists. But what did it mean? White had instructed the settlers that if they were forced to abandon the settlement under distress, they should carve a cross as a warning. No cross was found. Had they moved willingly? Had they found sanctuary with the CROATOAN tribe on nearby Hatteras Island? Or had something far more sinister occurred? The theories began almost immediately, and they have not stopped since. Theory 1. Assimilation. Some believe the colonists sought refuge with the CROATOAN, integrating into their society to survive. Later, European explorers reported sightings of Native American tribes with distinctly European features: grey eyes, lighter skin, English speech patterns. Could these be the descendants of the Roanoke settlers? Yet no definitive evidence has ever been uncovered. No clear lineage, no written records, only echoes and shadows. Theory 2. Massacre. Other accounts suggest that hostile tribes may have slaughtered the colonists. The CROATOAN, once allies of the English, had grown bitter and hostile. Perhaps, facing starvation and betrayal, they struck down the settlers. Yet again, no bones, no weapons, no signs of struggle have ever been found. It is as if they simply evaporated. Theory 3. Spanish attack. Some speculate that Spanish forces, operating out of Florida, may have discovered and destroyed Roanoke to undermine English expansion. Spain and England were bitter enemies at the time, locked in both open warfare and secret sabotage. But if the Spanish were responsible, why was there no evidence? Why no scorched ruins? Why no triumphant report back to Spain boasting of their victory? Theory 4. Supernatural intervention. Whispers of the paranormal cling stubbornly to the story of Roanoke. Tales of curses from ancient spirits angered by the colonists' arrival. Stories of ghost lights in the forests, of disappearances, not by human hands, but by forces beyond understanding. To this day, visitors to Roanoke Island report strange sounds at night, disembodied voices, footsteps on empty paths, flickering lights in the trees. Is it merely imagination? Or is Roanoke still haunted by the souls who vanished? Recent discoveries, a deeper mystery. In the centuries that followed, archaeologists have made painstaking efforts to solve the riddle of Roanoke. Pieces of broken pottery, iron tools, personal items scattered miles inland from the original site. Some evidence suggests a possible relocation effort deep into the mainland, where survival might have been more likely. But no definitive new Roanoke has ever been uncovered. In 2012, scholars studying a map drawn by John White himself found a hidden patch, a tiny fort symbol covered by paper. Was this a secret second site? An emergency relocation plan? Teams rushed to excavate the area, known as Site X. And though artifacts were found, bits of English pottery among Native American remains, they were few and inconclusive. Still, the tantalizing possibility remains. Maybe some of the Roanoke settlers survived. Maybe they lived out their days in exile, far from the dreams of empire, lost to the wilderness and to history. The emotional toll. Imagine the despair of John White, returning across an unforgiving ocean after 3 years of guilt and fear, only to find nothing. No graves for mourning, no bodies for burial, only the whisper of a name, CROATOAN. White would never see his daughter again. He would never hold his granddaughter. He spent the rest of his days tormented by the unknown, dying in England without ever knowing the fate of the colony he had fought to save. Legacy Roanoke. Story is not just one of mystery. It is a mirror reflecting the fragility of human endeavor, ambition, hope, desperation, all swallowed by forces beyond control. The lost colony has become part of American folklore, a symbol of the unknown. A reminder that even in a world mapped and measured, some places, some stories remain elusive. And perhaps they are meant to remain that way. In the end, as night falls over Roanoke Island, a mist rises from the marshes. The wind rustles through the ancient trees. Some say if you listen closely, you can hear voices carried on the breeze, faint, pleading, lost. Maybe they are calling for help. Maybe they are calling for justice. Or maybe they are simply calling to remind us they were once here. The mystery of Roanoke endures, unsolved, haunting, eternal. And perhaps that is the true legacy of the lost colony, a question left deliberately unanswered, echoing across time. Somewhere in the silence of Roanoke, the lost still wait.